Well, welcome back. My name is Sam, or Erfaren, and today we're going to start by taking a little bit of a break from building. I feel like we've been building pretty non-stop recently, and with all of the wonderful suggestions you all gave for houses and things to build as well, you can see I've kind of got a couple plotted out already. I figured we may as well start today by doing a little bit of an adventure that I've been waiting to do for quite some time. Now, what is that adventure, you might ask? Well, I really would love to go and find an ancient city. And I've got a sneaking suspicion there's one over in that area with all the mountains and things, just because ancient cities often spawn in areas with high erosion. So what we're going to do today is we're going to fly to the largest mountain that I can find. There's a couple, like I said, a couple really, really big ones over here. And we're just going to dig down until we find an ancient city. And then we're going to see what all we can find. So definitely a little more tense of an episode in that we might be dealing with the warden, but a really exciting episode nonetheless, because we'll get to find all the things the ancient city has to offer, as well as maybe a couple new building blocks that we can use along the way. So before we go, the things I want to get include a bed, which I've already grabbed, some wool, which I've already grabbed, but then what we also are going to want while we're down there is probably a silk touch hoe, just so we can get through all of the skulk that's down there. And then maybe on top of that, ooh, I don't know, we might want all sorts of things, but I think maybe just getting the silk touch hoe might be good to start with. We might even have one in here. Well, this one isn't silk touch, but we could add silk touch to it. So we may as well take that and do that. You know what else we're probably going to want? We might want a couple of these with us. So let's maybe just take our totems with us just in case. And also maybe our netherite armor just in case we should have a unfortunate run-in with the warden. You know what? We'll also take our bow. We'll just be over prepared. Okay, let's head on back over to the base so that we can actually get this silk touch book onto the diamond hoe. But then I think it's time that we run off and see if we can't find an ancient city. I'm really, really excited. I love ancient cities. And I've just been putting off going just because I haven't felt like we had the right time, but I think now feels like a great time to do this. So with Silk Touch added, we now have a fantastic little setup here that'll heal itself as we go through and mine things. But yeah, I guess without further ado, let's head off in this direction until we find there's a really big mountain that I'm looking for, and you'll know it the moment that we see it. Now, again, I did want to say a very big thank you for all of the suggestions for houses to build. We actually will get to a couple of those here before the end of today's episode. Well, I guess depending on how all of this goes, my plan is to get to those. But thank you again for all of those. I'm really excited, and I think I'm going to get to, I don't know, be a little creative with palettes and things. So thanks again for all the suggestions for those. Now I know it's over on this side, so I think that's as far as we're gonna want to go this way. I think it's over here. All I remember is it was just before going into the full ice area. I think if this is the big lake, it might be right here, just rendering it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Maybe. You can't be the right one. Hold on. Ah, there it is. So this mountain, I saw this flying around, I don't know, a couple episodes ago now. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that there is an ancient city under this just based off of how massive this is. So let's see, is it a grove? Can we go, is there like oh, well, it's not a grove, but there's an opening. So I guess without further ado, into the depths we go. Oh, there's even more space over here. Hold on. Oh, my mobs. There's a lot. Okay. Well, this little hole didn't go very far. So let's go see if there's another one that we can dive down and fly a little deeper into so we don't have to mine nearly as much. What about this? Well, it definitely goes somewhere. I guess let's just follow this along. Maybe it'll go somewhere. Maybe it won't, but otherwise, I guess now that we're in this, we may as well actually start working our way through it and finding our way down. I just was really hoping there'd be a nice big opening for us to just drop into, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. So, I guess let's run back a little bit closer to that opening, just so that we know exactly where we came in from, which was right over here. And I guess maybe we just start digging down right here. Okay. So we should maybe be careful. Obviously we're setting off sensor. Luckily no screechers, but I can't tell where these are. We're so lucky there aren't any screechers here. Okay. Or shriekers. Oh, I forgot because we have soak touch. This isn't going to give us any XP. That's okay. Okay. Let's drop down and fingers crossed, folks. This might get scary. Try and keep a few of these too. Let's bring the soak touch back up too. You can always use a catalyst. Okay. Well, I definitely want some of these, so we're gonna pick these up while we're here, but just got to be very careful to not set off any shriekers. Kind of wish I'd brought a spare shulker box to fill with some of this stuff. Well, I'm not seeing anything, so I don't know. Maybe we'll follow this over here and just see if this goes down. It doesn't seem like any of these are really continuing lower, so I think maybe we just keep digging down from where we stopped and work our way through. Oh, there's another one. Oh, I called it. I knew there was one down here. Okay. Let's light this up a little bit. Actually, let's just make this whole thing a little bit nicer, just in case we need to run away. I don't want to be stunted by the height of the ceiling that we chose to make. Okay, we're gonna take this way. It seems safe enough right here. So we're gonna... Okay, we're on top of one of the structures, it looks like. Whoa. Are we on top of the portal? Oh, that's convenient. Okay, well, of all the places that we could have landed, we landed at maybe the best one. Let's take this out. I want to see if we've got any ladders. Maybe we can build ourselves up and out. Okay, well, we don't have any ladders on us, but that doesn't mean we can't craft any ladders. I think we've got more than enough stuff to do that. So let's get ourselves a little crafting bench here. And then we'll just make a bunch of sticks and a bunch of ladders. Where's the center? So we are over the center of the portal right now. So let's maybe build the ladder off the side. Yeah. I guess there's not really any reason we can do like this, right? Oh, that could have been bad. Okay. Let's make some deep slate bricks to fit in with what's going on here, and then we're gonna fill this in with our ladders. Oh, and of course we need more. There we go. Now we got a bunch of ladders, so if we need to use any elsewhere as well, we've got them all set to go. This gives us a relatively safe place to run to if we need. So now, it's all about staying alive, I suppose. So let's tear some of this down. We're gonna want as much gray wool, any wool really, that we can collect, so never a bad thing to have. Let's maybe put the elytra away. I think that would be one of those things that would really, really hurt to lose. All right, we are donned in all of our armor. We got a totem on deck. Everything we need is kind of at the ready. Okay, there's many, many, many shriekers over here. Holy buckets. Maybe if I can cover them all. I can't remember if they need to be like, oh my gosh, there's so many. They need to be like fully covered or just like... Oh, I don't want to uncrouch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh gosh. There's one strike. Just be careful for these next ones. Oh my gosh. This is tense stuff. I knew I should have brought more wool. I knew we were gonna need it. Okay. Oh, I feel like that one could probably still get activated. Let's go take care of that one before we set off any of these others. Okay, let's tear down a couple of these and just see what happens. Hopefully nothing. This one just screamed. Or is there another one back behind? Hold on. No, there isn't. It was just... Oh no. Oh, that was strike 3. All right. Only thing to do now is start tearing things down. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Oh gosh. We got a second one on us now. Oh, this couldn't have gone worse. Okay, there's one over there. One under us. You need to stop making sounds. Don't let them know where I am. Let's get this in the offhand just in case. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, things couldn't have gone much worse just then. But you know what? Maybe that begs the question of, is it just better to just go through and make a lot of noise now and destroy all of these shriekers while we got the time? I think the answer might be yes. And then we just go run back all the way. One of them just went back into hiding. Just run all the way back. I think if we get up high, we might be able to see where they all are. There's another one back. Oh my gosh. Bad choices were made, folks. Bad choices were made. Okay. Two of them went back into hiding. There's the third one. Okay. Wow. Don't do what I did. And if you know how to traverse these better than I do, do it that way. Because what I did not. That was not the way to do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, he's all the way over there, so I think we're good probably to get back to work. Honestly, at this point, now that I know that nothing really matters when it comes to tearing these down, we might just run in and tear these down as we go, with no fear of shriekers, because apparently even when they're covered, they're not. Like, how? Unfair. We're just gonna run away from that one. I don't see any shriekers in this area, so we're just gonna... Oh, there's a shrieker literally right there. Oh, no. Oh! He spawned in the air! That was terrifying. The bane of my existence, these things. Maybe we can get this one. Of course I broke a different one right before I hit that. Oh no. Oh gosh. We're not gonna make that mistake again. We're gonna break this. There we go. Oof. Okay. Okay. Now, I know there's a secret room in here, but I can't remember if there's like a way to open it or if you just go in. So we're gonna do a lap just to see if there's, oh no. I think it was right here is the entrance for it. But I can't remember if we just mine it or if there is actually a redstone door in. I think there is. Yeah. It is actually a piston door. Can never remember how it actually opens though. And that opened the doors by flipping that switch. Okay, interesting. Okay. They're gone. We've now figured out how that all works. Oh, I'm a silly guy. I'm a silly guy. I'm a silly guy. Okay. To yet another structure, perhaps? Is there more going on in this one that we had to run away from oh so quickly? There's nothing in the upper level of that. At this point, I have no fear. I'm not gonna lie. We've been bamboozled a couple times already. There's nothing scary over here. There's nothing scary over here. Nice. Easy. Okay. Let's definitely take these soul torches. That's fun. You all need to stop. I don't care if there's any shriekers over here. Take a swift sneak. Taking regeneration, and we're running. Stop giving away my location. And that's the last of what we've got for wool, so we're definitely gonna need to collect some more. Sweet, okay. Oh, okay. Ooh, the silence armor trim. Nice. Okay, hold on. Let's get our armor trims box out. I think we've got one of those somewhere. Trims, there it is. Exciting. Nice. Okay. This one is definitely going to be a rush because we got to break this one and then break those two. Yep. Okay, there goes that. I think he spawned on the inside of that one this time. We're just gonna run. I think we got the ones that were there though. Oh, is he just stuck in there? I think he's stuck in there. Oh gosh. Well, he's definitely stuck in there, but he can still hit us with the Sonic, so just gonna stay back. Good thing we've got the the old totem of undying. He's like right on the other side of that wall. You can kind of see his head there. Like he knows I'm here. But he's not pursuing anymore though, so I think that means we can get in and get out. I don't know where. There was another shrieker in there, I'm pretty sure, that we'll need to go get. Maybe what we should do is start marking the ones that we've been to. Just so we're not doing any return work later. There we go. Okay. He's taking his sweet time to go back. Okay. Let's run down here. And we'll go get that one that we saw on the other edge. And hopefully that's the only one and we don't just summon in another one as soon as we break this, but we're gonna find out. Spawn again, but that's okay. I think we got the last shrieker out of there, so let's just get out of here. Oh, echo shards. Nice. Okay, I was really hoping we'd find some of these, so that's great. Swift Sneak 3 just fine. Guess we don't really need books. We don't really need glow berries or any of these, but we do have some echo shards, which is great. Let's go ahead and mark this one as done. And I think that completes this quarter of the much larger area. So we'll... Oh, goodness. Well, we'll mark that. I guess maybe let's head over here now and see what we can't get out of this next zone. Why you? Oh, gosh. It's so much safer over here. We should just stay right here. It's so much safer right here. Oh gosh. Aha. That should be all of them. Okay. Whoa. All sorts of books and stuff in here. Okay. We do not have space for any of this right now though. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, I guess we don't need this because I'm not going to build a house down here, I don't think. So let's just drop all of that. I don't know why our golden carrots got split up. There we go. Okay. That feels okay. Let's check this one out. Hopefully this one is also clear of anything. Oh, it is. Oh, this one's like clear. Oh, nice. Unbreaking. We already have an unbreaking. And mending. So I think we've got it better. Don't need any of the rest of that, I don't think. Okay. This looks like a structure here. Okay, there's the first one that we went to. Do we still have our ladders? Let's go up here. There is another layer. Okay. Like, maybe if we just break the floor out from under it, we can open it. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, we got a bunch of disc fragments. We don't need all of this. Let's leave that. I do want that. Oh, I'd love the enchanted golden apples too. We've probably got enough skulk sensors. And I think we're good on swift sneak. Okay, that's exciting. Getting some of these disc fragments. I can't remember how many that we need. I think we need all 9 of them. So we need 4 more. But that at least gets us going with some of that. That's awesome. We'll light that up. We've already been here, so we're good on this one. Oh, dang it. Oh, I thought we were good. We were not. We were most certainly not good. We're just gonna go over here now. There's a lot of shriekers here. So I think same strategy. Let's just tear down party. Okay, there was a chest there that we didn't get, so we'll need to come back for that. We'll grab this one while we're here. Oh, more music. Nice. Okay. Ooh, some candles. I love those. I do still want the bones, though. He knows. He knows we're here. We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. We're just gonna run. Because we're scared cats. Yeah, we're scared cats. And we'd rather stay alive. Okay, we've got 8 out of the 9 fragments that we need for the music disc, which is nice. Oh gosh. Why? Oh, I don't know if we had other side yet. Hold on. Did we have other side yet? Oh, we've got other side. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, we officially got like the best CDs. Do we already have 13? We do already have 13, so I'm gonna leave that just so we save some space. Oh, that's really exciting. Okay, I think we're in for probably some more chases here, but I know there's this chest over here. So if we could just clear out any shriekers immediately nearby, I mean, I think we might be okay just to get this one. I guess let's just see. Yeah, okay. There we go. There's our last disc fragment. That's exciting. Okay. We've got a Fortune Villager, so I'm not too worried about Fortune 3. Nice. Okay. So we've cleared this big structure. I'm just going to do one right there. We're just going to run off. We've done that big structure. So I think that clears this side as well. Oh, there we go. Cat and 13 we already have, so we're going to leave them. I don't know what I just don't need that. Don't need. Okay. That's a good haul from this one. So we'll light it up. Nice. Can't get me. All right. Definitely want these soul torches, so we'll drop the skulk. And we will mark this one as good. Yep, that looks like this side done. Which leaves this side, which I think might be the largest side. Yeah, there's a lot going on over there. 1, 2 shriekers that I can see. So maybe we can tear up some of this and go get those. Whoa! Hello. Alright, well, I think it might just be time to go on another Shrieker rampage, where we just go hit Shriekers and clear them out, and it's gonna spawn a bunch of Wardens, but you know what? It'll at least help us in the long run, I think. And I believe that's the last structure. I think that was everything here in the ancient city, but let's maybe head back up top and just see if we're missing anything. Because I mean, if that is everything, then we made out like bandits on this. We got so many music discs. We got everything that we needed for the whatever this one is, the music fragment for music disc 5. I'm excited. So that's all lit up over there. That's everything over there is illuminated. Same thing there and same thing there. Nice. Well, there we go. That was an ancient city. That is exciting. I think we should probably at some point build it another portal over here so we can get back and forth to over here. But for now, let's leave this behind. Let's climb back up. And let's go back to base and get ourselves all sorted, and then I think we can get into some building. Nice. And we're back to the day. Let's get our elytra back out so that we can actually fly out of here. I would call that a very, very, very successful little mission. We'll leave this one here and then maybe we'll merge these two together. Wow. Nice. Well, I suppose it's time to head back to base, which I think, yes, it's got to be this way. Okay, let's get some of this stuff out of our inventory and sort it away, just so that we don't have it just sitting around. Maybe we can throw this stuff in a redstone container. Ooh, let's also, while we're here, let's get this music disc put together. Nice. Okay. Music discs. Boom. We'll also just drop that there because why not? With most of that all sorted out, I am feeling much better. And I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and review what we all got from our journeys. So starting with music discs, which I think is kind of the biggest piece, we got Cat, Other Side, and 5, which is really exciting. Those are 3 that we did not have yet. So very excited to finally have those. Not to mention we got an absolute ton of shriekers, sensors, echo shards, all sorts of skulk and skulk vein and all this stuff that's back here. But all in all, I'm feeling like that was a really successful trip to the ancient city. And I guess I have this extra potion that I also don't need. So let's let's throw that into one of these as well. Perfect. All right. Well, without further ado, I suppose now we can turn our attention back to the village and building some of the houses that you all requested. Now, as you remember from last time, we introduced 3 different styles of house that you could recommend that I build, and we'd put your name on it and do it in a style that you liked. And that is what we are going to start on today, except each of these houses will, of course, have a little twist. They're not just going to be a direct copy of any of these, just with different colors. They're all going to have something that makes them unique and special. So without further ado, let me walk you through the 3 that I built today. First up, we have the house requested by Nettie that kind of mimics the look of a lot of the builds over at the main base. So you'll see a lot of the copper tones, the prismarine tones, the greenery, the lanterns, very, very heavily inspired by the colors and the wood tones of our main base. And stepping inside, obviously with all of these today, there is a bunch of room for interior designing, but you'll see a continuation of more bookshelves and greenery and a bed tucked around the corner. But as Nettie had requested the large house, I still ensured that even though it's a smaller footprint, there's still one small room and one long room that extends out with an included patio. So it does still fit that large house concept, but as I said, there are just going to be motifs to the original builds, as you can see kind of from this front facade here and the sides, which look very similar to the large house. But as you can see, the shape and the roof of this are entirely different. So thank you, Nettie, for suggesting this one. I had a lot of fun making this one, especially the roof. I really enjoyed this one. Our next request for today came from Jay, who wanted something kind of in a similar diorite style to what we did over for the farmhouse. So bringing that to more of the format of the medium house, though I will admit slightly larger than the medium house, we created a diorite and amethyst with a little bit of pale oak to make this very light colored farmhouse to kind of fit here right alongside the edge of the farm. Now, I did have to tear down a tree in the front to get this all built, but you'll see later I gave you not only a tree, but also a swing set to go along with your tree. Now, the final request that we did have for this from Jay was a chestnut wolf that we could name Tamarind. And here you have, in your bed, waiting, Tamarind. So thank you so much for this request. I hope you love the colors. I had a lot of fun doing this one as well, especially working on the tree. The tree I really, really tried to change up and do a little less thick on the greenery and make it look a little bit more realistic and, I don't know, kind of push myself to build a different type of tree. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out. And again, thank you, Jay, for the suggestion on this one. And finally, today, we have the house built for Tim, who suggested a spruce cherry, tough, and diorite build. And I really fiddled around with this one. As you can see from the time lapse, I was tearing down the roof and restarting and messing with all these things until I finally settled on a design and a shape that looked great. Now, Tim only requested a medium house, so you'll see it's actually only 2 rooms, but it's got this nice central tower that kind of serves as this barrier building before heading off into the cherry grove. And as you'll see, there are some more cherry trees that get planted to kind of fill in the space around. And I really think this might be near where we start the trail eventually to go up and around through that cherry forest. So I hope you enjoy this one, Tim. I had a really great time designing the roof for this, and I don't know, kind of working on depth in a way that I haven't really worked on in a while. So you can see there's actually like 3 different layers to each of these walls. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this. And again, still a lot to do interior decorating wise, but we did get at least some baseline things down and a bed. A lot more to do in here, but really happy with how the exterior of this turned out. So Tim, thank you so much for your suggestion as well. I had a whole lot of fun putting this one together. And with that, folks, that is all the time I have for today. As you can imagine from throwing together these houses, that took some time. But I hope you all enjoyed today's episode. I had a blast. I've been wanting to do an ancient city for so long. So the fact that we finally got to do one was great, even if we did do it a little, I don't know, off script. But I had an absolute blast with that, and I hope you had a fun time watching, and I hope you enjoy these first 3 houses that we put together. And stay excited for any of the others that were suggested on that video. Those are coming in future episodes. So keep an eye out. I'm so excited to get to the rest of them. There were 7 that we have to get, and then we actually have a little bonus 8th one that I'm going to do as well. But there were 7 that were commented, so we got 3 done today, and the next 5 are going to come here in the next couple episodes. So if you're new, find yourself coming back, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around for the rest of this story. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon.